following her for years. You're very transparent with your journey when you were working in the clubs and everything, and I was following you way back then, like on your social media, and we've had discussions in DMs through text messages, and I just love everything you stand for. I love everything you do. You and your husband, your father, have brought so much life to our community, and I just want to give it up for you and let you know that you are part of my inspiration and part of my journey. So I love you so much.
Oh, I love you too.
You're amazing.
Please.
You speak with so much conviction and so much confidence, and everything that comes out of your mouth, you believe it to the core, and the way you speak is just amazing. I could listen to you all day, but I'm not going to keep going on and on about that. But my book is available. It will be available back restocked on Monday.
Okay.
We sold so many copies, and we did pre-order. Let me explain what pre-order is, because some people just cussing me out because they don't have a book. But y'all, pre-order, as stated on the website, when you clicked order, it said 21 business days from the day you ordered. It has not been 21 business days from the day anybody ordered since the book has been out. 21 business days will be this weekend, which is the day we're going to start shipping. We pre-ordered it, so I don't even have the hard copies in my hand yet. I get them Friday. But we had a few so we could show people what it's going to look like. It's amazing, and it'll be back in stock on Monday. My real diary entries from 2014, 2015. Literally, it gives me chills reading these pages, because it's like the way I spoke with so much conviction and belief and faith, and to see where I am today in 2020. I manifested not even knowing what I was doing,
Wow.
So
it's so funny. I'm not a journaler at all. Like, I don't have a diary. It's like, I get the cute little notebooks from Target, and then I start and then never write in them again.
Yeah.
But I did recently go into, when people knew me when I was doing like the little 15-second sermonettes, when Instagram only had 15 seconds.
Only 15 seconds.
Only 15. And there is this journal that I remember writing a prayer, and you can literally see the tear marks on the journal, because I was just so lost and confused. Like, I think all of us start in this place where
Chills.
The Lord has called us to become something that we've never been or never seen. So when the Lord is just revealing these gifts to us, it almost doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
It's not clear. No one can explain it. And this is going to be actually my first question for you. That I kind of wanted to talk on, because I saw this quote, and this woman said that it is legit scientifically impossible for a bumblebee to fly. Like, its body ratio is way too big for its wings to be able to pick them up. And the woman asked, do you know how they fly though? And the other one was like, no, like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean, how do they fly? They fly. They're like a bumblebee. And she said, it's because the bumblebee doesn't know that. The bumblebee doesn't know that it's not meant to fly, that it has odds against it that refuses scientifically to take flight. And so I'm curious for you. I had somebody in my life, and as you know, my father, I would say that when he looked at me, and this is what our parents are supposed to do, but unfortunately a lot of our parents aren't even happy themselves, so it's like it's hard for them to look into us and say, oh my gosh, she's gifted, she's talented. But my dad was an entertainer, and so when he looked at me, he was like, oh my gosh, like, she's it. And he believed in me, and he gave me that fearless confidence that I would say, I'm gonna be honest, I even have it today. I mean, it's crazy to you, but I'm the bumblebee. I don't know that I cannot do anything because somebody built me up. And I want to know, for you, where do you get your confidence to say, you know what, let me create my own product, let me write my own book, and it's going to be profitable enough to support not just my lifestyle, but actually employ people and take care of people. Then I'm going to do this. I'm going to do, like, what gives you that confidence to do that?
You know what? It's so crazy you mentioned your dad, because I just talked to my dad for the first time. We talk all the time, but we just been busy, quarantine. He's a pastor. So we talked to him. I talked to him the other day. I said, Dad, he watches my Instagram and stuff. He said, I saw you're a millionaire now, baby. I'm like, yeah, Daddy. He's like, that's new to the world. That ain't nothing new to me. He's like, I always knew you were a star. I always knew you were special. I always knew, but he said it not in the way that, oh, he's saying that because he's my dad. He said it in the way, like, he used to look at me and be like, something is different about this child, you know? And I feel like my dad raising me, I had so much love around me, dog. Even my grandmother raising me, she took me and my sister in when my parents divorced. You know, we weren't with my mom or my dad for one period. My granny raising me, allowing me to do what I believed in and pushing me, never going against my dreams. I was like, the day I was supposed to go to college, I was supposed to go to Prairie View, at HBCU. That's what I was raised to do, go to a school, go to a Black school. And I said, Granny, I don't want to go to college. I want to do hair. She was like, you mean to tell me we about to pack up this car and drive you to college and you telling me you want to go to cosmetology school? You know, but she let me do it. She let me stay in her house. She sent me to cosmetology school. She paid for it. She never went against anything I wanted to do. And I think that is what gave me the extra boost to do it. But I've always been confident. I feel like even during the times where I was lost or not not knowing exactly what my purpose was. I feel like I know what my purpose is now. I didn't always know that, but I always knew who I was. I feel like I've always been confident. I've always been optimistic. I've always looked at the glass half full. That's not something I really had to learn. And I don't know how to explain that because it's always been in me. And a lot of people ask, how do you get that? I feel like I've always had that. Always.
I can 100% agree. There are some things, and once again, it's not to make you less than, but I just believe that a lot of people have different roles in life. And if you're not called to be a leader, if you're not called to be an entrepreneur, best believe if you serve the right person who cares and loves about you, they can put you in a very beautiful situation. And so I just feel like I don't want this social media culture of like entrepreneurs being the new thing. Like, dude, if you're not to me, that's the number thing. If you're not a leader, don't go into entrepreneurship, okay?
At all.
And
it's not for everybody. Yeah. And I say that all the time. Everybody can be a boss. Everybody can be a boss. No, everybody can't. I don't need everybody to be a boss because me as a boss, I have to employ someone. So everybody can't be a boss. And everybody's not called to be a boss. Everybody's not called to be an entrepreneur. And I don't want people to do that just because it's the new trend or the new thing. I've known I was going to be an artist, be in entertainment, not work a 9-to-5 since elementary. This Instagram is new. My hustle isn't. Social media is new. B. Simone isn't. My first girl group, I was 12 years old. So that's before social media even existed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't want people to just feel like they have to be an entrepreneur or own a business or invent something to be successful. That might not be your calling. That might not be your purpose. Everybody's purpose is different. Everybody's calling is different. So don't feel like you're not meant to fit in. If that's not really what you want to do. If it's what you want to do, go for it. But don't feel like you have to do that.
Yeah, you don't. And so my next question with leadership, and I just watched your video because I love, I'm going to be honest. I don't think I can clearly tell who's not a real entrepreneur through social media. No, for real. Like when you're a real entrepreneur,
how do you tell? How can you tell?
How can you tell that their leadership shines through the camera?
Amen.
And there's certain things that, okay, you can do numbers, you can fake numbers, you could do all that, but there's certain lessons that I believe only true leadership, when you have someone sitting in your face, trusting and asking you for guidance, and you're able to lead them, that's something that you can't hide. And so for me, for entrepreneurship, I could clearly tell. And it seems like now more than ever that in order for you to get to that next stage of your life, you're going into company building and corporate building.
Girl,
and I'm obsessed. And I love it because I already know what you're going to go through. And I'm like, oh, I can't wait till she hits that. And one, I'm proud that I'm going to be honest. One thing, it's one God and then one obedient, but I know who the hell I am. And so I know that if you need help and you need assistance and you need guidance, that I'm going to be able to assist and help you. And so I was watching your video and you were talking about this level of, okay, hold on. How do I separate friendship and team members?
Because I fall in love with people so quick.
They're saying we are getting a little bit of feedback.
Let me turn my camera down.
Yeah. And I think you said specifically, they need to know when it's time to work and when it's time to hang out. And I remember, and this isn't more a question. I'm looking to get almost advice from you if you feel the same way.
No, okay.
I'm at this point in time in my life where I know the anointing that's on me, and I know what I've been called to do. Like, I'm going to the White House in 2032. And so,
come on.
My purpose and what I'm called to do for other people is not just about me, but it's about what we can do together. And so you said something, it's like, I asked myself, is there any room for any just friendships in my life that aren't helping me push the purpose? And so I said to myself, can I truly have friends right now that are not helping me fulfill the vision? And so do I have to make genuine friendships and love the people that I build with, because that's all that's on my agenda?
That's
like,
it.
I'm going to be honest, Simone, like, I don't think, like, I mean, I have constituents and I have people that I think are cool, but to be honest, the people that I spend my time with are people that are helping me build my company, and I don't think I have time for just friends, because just friends would be helping me fulfill the vision.
Right.
And so how do you feel about that? Like, when it comes to, like, do you hang out with other people often? Like, are you too, like, what is your logic on that?
That's a crazy point, and I've never looked at it like that, but I will say, every single one of my friends is not involved in my business, but every single one of my friends physically, but every single one of my friends is an entrepreneur and gives me advice or helps me, whether it's a conversation, whether it's motivation, whether it's an idea with my business. So I will say the people I surround myself with and spend my time with, in the grand scheme of things, are helping me move the Be Simone brand forward. I don't hang out with people who aren't on the same mindset, the same wave. Me and my best friend, I've been friends with her for 10 years. She's in the other room working on music right now. She's a musician. Almost every conversation we have, we talk about personal stuff, whether it's guys, whether it's relationship, whether it's family. 90% of our conversation is a business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I will say I don't really surround myself around people who aren't, in the grand scheme of things, helping me move forward with that. Because like you said, the busier you get, the more you realize your purpose, the more you move forward in the level we're in. That's all you're really worried about. Once you know your purpose, once you see your, are you crazy? If my brand doesn't work, now guess how many people are out of jobs because of me? Because I wanted to be lazy, because I wanted to take a day off, because I didn't want to continuously push the brand. Now I have to fire 10 employees? Come on. I've been able to employ people and give them jobs and pay them every 2 weeks during this COVID-19, where people are getting laid off.
Ain't nobody hungry over here. I'm just letting y'all know. These big corporate companies having a problem, but I'm just letting you know, everybody got paid over here.
Are you crazy? A lot of my team, once I hit that $1 million mark during COVID, they got bonuses, because I would have never been a millionaire without them. Here you go. So for me to not succeed and push forward and hustle and lead and grind, I got too many people on my back to even think about not doing that. You know.
And I love that, because I at first I'm a woman. I love hard and everything, and it's just like, I think at a point in time in my life, I had to ask God to check me, because it's almost a situation where you feel like, oh my gosh, and what's the difference between being an opportunist and taking advantage of a good opportunity, right? And it's like, well, anyone that comes around me, obviously listen, they got a certain level of self-interest, and it's okay. Don't be selfish, but you can have a level of self-interest.
For sure.
And I'm totally in agreement with that. And it's like, as of right now, and I just don't, I don't really have room or time to have relationships with people who aren't assisting me in this, like you said, in the
this vision.
It just doesn't make sense right now.
Yeah.
For me, because my mind is so psycho crazy. Like, you're gonna get pissed off at me if you don't like the things that I like. Like, you're gonna get frustrated, be like, Dana, can you chill? Like,
or can you stop talking about this? Or can you no?
Or like, even like, I hear like even women complain, like, dude, my husband will be in the car, and people don't know, for the last 3 years, me and him probably haven't had a car ride to ourselves, because he's on the phone closing deals. And I'm okay, and I'm not going to nag him, because I respect him, because I made my $1 million. Now my man need to make it. So I'll go over and just submit to that. And so, I don't know. I wanted people on here to realize that it's okay to feel a little bit selfish with the vision, as long as you're not selfish with the people that you're supposed to give in exchange
For
for
sure.
helping you fulfill
For
it.
sure. For sure.
Okay.
Even go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay,
What you
this
think?
is gonna be so good. Okay, ready? Because everyone sees like the perfect side of everything. Tell me a time that you messed up with money. Like, once again, real entrepreneurship, right? Is when I hear people tell me mistakes and I'm like, hold on, PayPal hasn't shut you down. You're still a merchant with PayPal. Ooh, I know you're not making a certain kind of money.
It's crazy.
Once we hit like that $500,000 mark, I would never deal with PayPal in my life. And so, is there a mistake in money that once you got to a certain level, you were like, damn, like that was a horrible mistake?
I haven't had. I'm always transparent, which I love about my audience, which I love about you, because people have seen my journey from me working down the street waitressing, making $15 a day, crying on Snapchat, which is probably on YouTube. Everybody puts all my snaps on YouTube and stuff, to sleeping on the floor, me talking about that, snapping and making videos on the floor, to now. So I'm so transparent. I'm so honest. And I would say I haven't had a big anything like that, but I have had investments or setbacks where I'm excited. I give y'all this money. I'm gonna make it back tenfold. What here? From sending money to China for my cosmetic line.
Okay, give us talk to us.
Girl, literally.
I love this.
I'm like, yo, get them on the phone. Never mind, they don't know English. Oh my God. And mind you, Be Simone Beauty is my first baby. It's my first business outside of being an influencer, being a social media star, being a comedian, being an actress, whatever you want to, categorize me as. I'm all of that, by the way. So Be Simone Beauty was my first business, my first baby. The first thing I needed money to invest heavily in, So I didn't have investors. I spent all my own money, all my money I made from all that. So I was like, cool, I got the money. Like, can you hear me? Oh, okay, I thought you were froze. I got the money, I'm about to invest. Now, China, we want these colors to start with, right? I'm new to this. I've never had a cosmetic line. This is just, I'm learning as I go. So I'm going to send them the samples. The girl, send the samples, cool. I send this girl, when I say thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of makeup to start this, I went and got the best makeup because I want them to sample it and make it. Easy. She said she'll get it in 6 days, 5 days. Okay, cool. Get stuck in customs. Customs ends up opening it up. I didn't do it the right way. I didn't know. I didn't. Dana. Instead of putting whatever, you kind of, sometimes you can't be too honest on that. It's saying it's a gift. I put goods, whatever I put on the package. I shouldn't have done that. I should have said it was for so-and-so. When I tell you customs opened up that and literally tossed it in the trash. She didn't even make it. Did it again. That's where the language barrier comes in. The lady kept telling me to do it a certain way. I'm not understanding how to do it. Second time.
Wow.
She didn't even get it the second time. Third time I figured it out, but I went through thousands, probably over $10,000 worth of samples. I'm trying to send them to start this makeup line which I had to do it a third time. And mind you, this is time. It ain't just hitting China in 2 days. It's time, sitting in customs for a week before they even get it. Making sure that, so I'm spending months for them to just get a sample before they can even start the sample, to send me back the sample to approve it. It's taking me, I'm thinking I'm gonna start a cosmetic line and it'll be done by summer.
Yep.
It took over a year and a half and thousands of dollars for me to understand how to do it the correct way before I even got to start the cosmetic line with the few colors. I was like, at this point, I wanted 20 colors. Start with 5. So I lost a lot of money trying to invest in this. It was worth it. I took trips over there, over 4 trips to China, going back and forth, sitting with them. I'm a face-to-face person. I'm like, all this phone stuff, I'm about to pull up on y'all because y'all not getting it, so it's an investment, but I lost a lot of money.
And I will say, as an entrepreneur, for anyone listening for the first time, the most money that you spend is going to be on your mistakes, learning the process. I will say that. And I just remember I've had that problem with the damn customs. That's a disaster.
A disaster.
A disaster. But I remember, I think my biggest mistake where I lost a lot of money was, and my dad told me this, and it wasn't until it slapped me in the face, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And I think what happens is as an entrepreneur, you finally feel like you're having a little bit of freedom. You're finally calling all the shots, not realizing that your business is contingent on like everything working together. And so I remember it was one time, I just wasn't paying attention. I thought everything was going to be perfect. I thought everything was going to be okay. It was Alakazam apps. So essentially, we have to submit the apps to the app store to get them in Google Play and Apple, right?
Right.
Well, Apple kept sending these weird rejections in. Like, they kept rejecting apps, and they were saying, hey, like, you know, we don't want app-generated services. And I'm like, well, what does that mean? But then we fixed it. It went through. But if anybody listening on this call, if there is any type of friction, do not think you just fixed it. Actually find the root of the problem. Because what ended up happening, I was on tour, and we probably had over 700 apps to put in the app stores, and they immediately cut us out. We couldn't submit anything. We've already took deposits. Literally,
from all those people.
All those people trusted me, saw that I had a mobile application, everything. And I'm like, dude, there was signs. There was signs, even in
leading up to it.
And even in your warehouse, or people doing certain things, there's signs leading up to a big mistake. And I think one of the biggest ways to describe it is like, always board up the house before the storm comes, not when you see the leak. I just remember then somebody from Congress said, hey, you just put a dent in the mobile application business, blah, blah, blah. They opened back up, and we were there. But I was so terrified. And it's all because I wasn't paying attention. And so I encourage everybody, like, don't think just because you get a team and you have people helping you, you have to remember you're still the one who started this. And you're the one who cares the most, and the ones whose name is on the line, whose money is on the line. And you have to stay so focused on every little
You have to be so meticulous.
Oh my gosh, so focused.
That even drives my manager crazy, because she's like, that's what you have interviews today? I'll be in the office with my employees, working with them. Yes, y'all know how to handle shipping. Yes. If I'm not on the road, I will be there.
Yeah.
Because it drives me nuts knowing that, because I can see it on my phone. You know, you can see the back office. It drives me nuts knowing orders aren't fulfilled and I'm at home, or I'm working from home, or I'm on whatever I'm doing. I want to be there. I want to be so hands-on. And as that leader, as that CEO, as trying to run a company, whether you have 2 employees or 200, you need to be hands-on. Now I'm doing pop-ups. I'm doing, what's up? I'm here. Because like you said, nobody is going to, they're going to do their job. They know they're getting paid, but they're not going to do it the way you're going to do it. You got to teach them to be forward thinkers and do it like it's their money's on the line, you know.
What was something that you kind of, because at Crow Bible, right? So I'll get on the phone with some of our vendors, and I'll be talking to them, and they've started a business and they want to sell their product on Crow Bible. And I'm like, I start asking them questions like, hey, okay, you know, what is your wholesale price? You know what I mean? How many units have you sold? What's your profit margin? And they'll be so lost. And I'm like, wait, hold on. You're running a business and you don't know the most important part, the
what
number.
Wholesale means,
and
how
so
much
I
they're
want
really
to know,
taking
like,
home, the net, the gross.
And I'm like, dude, like, how are you running a business? And I'll even like be patient with them and break it down so they can learn. And it's like, so what was your process? Did you just go through the motions? Like, how did you prepare yourself to know the financial part of it? Because I think that's what intimidates a lot of women who are inspired by us. They're like, you know, I don't know what the heck that I'm doing. What was your process of learning everything?
You know, my family didn't teach me entrepreneurship. I don't, as they say, they don't know what they're doing. I didn't know what I was doing. You have Google. You have people around you that are successful. I don't probably, how many times I DM'd you, Dana?
Yeah,
like,
no. And I'm
like, let me know when you're ready. You're not ready.
We gonna talk later.
Right. I done text her and she always answers. But, you know, I never really came to her with like an actual question and it's like, let me know when you're ready. I'm over here doing Choral Bible. I got stuff to do. You let me know when you're ready to talk, you know, but I asked questions and I went through the motions, but I would say I could have done a lot more research before I started. I could have. It's free. The information is out there and it is free, you guys. And it will save you so much time, so much money, so much headache. So there's no reason you should know what wholesale means. There's no reason you should know how much you're profiting. And FYI, people are like, oh, you're a millionaire. I'm making a lot of money. But guess what? I'm spending a lot of money too. I'm not scared to spend money I put a lot of money right back into my business. Right back into it. So you need to know those numbers. You need to know how much you can afford to, oh, we can put $50K aside this month for promo. We can put this aside for this. We can put this aside, whatever. You need to know those numbers. And if you're not a master at numbers, I'm not an accountant, I'm not a financial advisor, get somebody who is an expert in that and bring them onto the team. Yeah. You have to delegate. You can't do everything. That's what I try to do at the beginning. I can make the flyer. I got the app. Oh, I can edit the picture. I got the app. Oh, I can.
Wait, so what's something that you immediately were like, okay, yeah, I can't do this? What was that you kind of needed help immediately? Like your first hire, your first person, you were like, no, I got to put money in your pocket to help me. What was that first thing you alleviated pressure off of yourself?
My manager was one of the first people that helped me just delegate, be organized, answer from bookings to stuff like that. Skittles is, our bond and our relationship, and she's a lot of the reason why I'm successful. Just her marketing genius, her bringing my talent and her brain together has just created a monster. You know, it's God's plan for real. Like, he put that relationship together. But I will say one of the building websites, all that techie stuff, that's not me. Girl, I was like, I made my MySpace. I built a website before. Like, you know, we had to be in the back office, like doing I made my MySpace webpage. The techie stuff, I had to separate it from the graphics to the website building to the app stuff, that the third party stuff that comes in on the web. That's too, I don't even, tell me what I need to do. Why do we need it? Explain to me why we need it. Okay, great. Put it on there. I'm giving you the green light because I can't do all that.
That's good.
The techie stuff. And you guys, y'all can't do everything. At the beginning, I know you don't have a team, but your team will slowly come. You can't do everything. You've got to delegate. Who is the best at what? And give them that job.
What's your favorite part? Like, no, for real. Like when you sit and when we're talking about the company part of it, what is your favorite part?
I got like 3 favorite things.
All right, go ahead. You can give me the 3. Go ahead.
Well, the marketing and the branding kind of go hand in hand with the visual aspect of my product, what I'm putting out. I love visually how the customer is going to feel when they open it, from the packaging to the this to that. That goes hand in hand kind of to me with the marketing. I love the marketing aspects of what I'm doing. The second thing I love is when I put something out, okay, I don't know every time. I know I'm going to make sales, but every time, sometime it might be 20,000 on the first day. Sometime it might be, with the book, it was, okay, we did 16,000 units in 48 hours, 24 hours. Whoa, frazzled. With the lip gloss, we might sell, okay, a couple thousand a day, whatever. So the profit margin, we don't know. When we drop new products and we're like blown away by the numbers or what the consumer wants, frazzled, right? Because I only have a staff of maybe eight people. 8 people. And we switch them in and out. Some people are part-time, some people are full-time, you know, depending on orders. I love being frazzled and being in that office and fulfilling orders. I don't know why. I like fulfilling orders. I like fulfilling it. At the end of the day, seeing my work, seeing it go from 16,000 orders to 13,000. We fulfilled 10,000. Now we down to, we made it. We down to 200 orders. It gives me, it feels like I accomplished something. Like we were frazzled, we're frantic, people getting ordered out. It's addictive. That comment, it's addictive. In there, fulfilling the orders and getting it down and looking at my work at the end of the workday. I love that. I like being hands-on.
Okay.
And it's frazzling. And I think I like being stressed and then working through that stress and feeling fulfilled.
I think it's because selling something has gotten a little bit easy for us and for you. So I think we appreciate almost when our back is up against the wall. And I'm not going to lie, I do too. I love feeling like Floyd Mayweather up against the ropes. Like, I love feeling like things are falling apart and I somehow think of some type of solution or some type of strategy to bring it back together. Yeah, and somebody was just saying, I was like, if she says frazzle one more time, I'm gonna frazzle her ass.
Frazzle. That's my favorite word. Look, my friend Ernestine in here, she said she loves being frazzled. Frazzled.
Yeah,
I always say that. I'm frazzled.
I'm not gonna lie.
If I say I'm frazzled, I'm really stressed.
I think it just adds fun to it. It adds because it just adds a little fun to it. That's all I gotta say. It adds some fun to it.
So I like marketing and shipping. Those are my two. I'm pretty sure when I get to the point where I can't physically ship, I am be like, I'm done with this. But right now, marketing and shipping.
I think for me right now, my favorite thing is turning something not cool and making it cool.
Turning nothing into something.
And it's like, even like our goal, because we're going to be old one day.
For sure.
We're going to be old one day. And it's like, I'm trying to, even with like jumping jack tax, I'm like, okay, nobody cares about the tax industry. Me and you are running from the tax man right now. We are running. I'm on a payment plan, okay?
Girl, I'm like, I done put my numbers out there. They really coming for me.
I'm like, thank you, Trump, for putting that in place, because if you are an S Corp, oh my gosh, thank you, Jesus. But what? Let's listen. Because if people don't know, they made sure they changed for corporations how much you got to pay in taxes. So thank you, Jesus. We are not penalized for being successful. But
thank you, Lord.
I think that's the thing to me. It's like, I love turning, like, just, I remember the first time, it doesn't matter, whatever, I don't even care. I love everything about this. Like, it almost like brings tears to my eyes, because it's like, I've never felt so fulfilled in life of just like being the orchestrator. And I think that's what you love most about shipping and the packaging, is you're an architect. And I think people don't say it that way. And it's busy.
But I get
when you orchestrate something and it's literally like you're just a mouthpiece. And sometimes we even, and I know that I ain't the only one, I know you've sold stuff you probably didn't even have all the way together yet. You feel me? And you don't know. And that's something I even got myself in trouble before. Like you said, I think we dropped a product, Rain. It was stuck at the border, and we took pre-orders. And we sold hundreds of thousands of units, and I didn't have the product, and I already told them that it was shipped out. I'm
dying laughing.
I was frazzled. But once again, that's when you in the thick of things, you fight, and you're like, okay, no, hold on.
Like, this has to work. I already made $100,000. I'm not giving them the money back.
And I'm like, yo, we got to make something happen. Like, it's not an option. We can't fail. And I think we both enjoy putting ourselves in positions that there's no option to fail. So we end up got to come out a winner. And there's really no option but to. Yeah. So I don't know. But,
what? Don't ask me no hard questions.
Yeah, okay, no. Because I don't want to be that person, but I think it's so important. Let's not act like we don't desire to be loved and to be like, it's a beautiful thing to be loved by everyone on social media, and they support you and love you and care about you. But let's talk, what is B. Simone looking for in a spouse?
Oh my gosh.
And I think this is a really important question, because I remember taking a walk with Don one day, and I looked at him. I said, yo, like, we sitting here talking, and I'm like, yo, I know there's a lot of people in this world right now who really believe in themselves, but there's nothing like having someone who loves you, care about you, and trusts you. And I'm like, to be able to talk to you and you not get annoyed and be, and hate me for being successful, because I mean, we've had our own issues with that kind of stuff, and being a woman and making a lot of money, and how do we compensate? It's just a lot. And so what are you looking for in a partner?
You know what? It's crazy as what am I looking for in a partner? Yes, I was going to be like, last year, 2019, I was like, you know what? I've been dating. I've been single for 6 years. Single, you know. I haven't had a committed relationship. I've been dating, doing my thing. I said, 2019, I'm going to have fun. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to date who I want to date. I'm grown, whatever, whatever. At the end of 2019, I realized, Braylon, that's my name. That's what the B stands for. Braylon, that is not what you want. You want a husband. You want a family. You don't want to frivolously date around and you get mad at these guys for, oh, he's a bachelor. He got too many girls. You're a bachelor. That's exactly how you're acting. So I will say I went into 2020 with being like, you know what? I'm a step back. I'm going to be abstinent. I'm going to be obedient. And I'm going to let my husband find me. But until I'm going to stop looking, while God is preparing me, I am going to be the best person I can be, because I feel like we have all these requirements. He got to be God-fearing. He got to be so close to God. Are you close? He got to have a relationship with Jesus. Do you? He got to be close to his family. Have you mended the problems with your family and your mom and all of those past traumas? Are you close with your family? He got to be financially stable. Are you financially stable? He got to have we have all the requirements for our partner, but do we meet up to those things? So I would say I'm not actually looking right now, but I am more focused on trying to be the perfect wife for I know the husband that God is preparing for me. Because I want to get married. I want kids. I want a family. That's the only thing I feel like I'm missing. It's my baby.
I'm like, I'm trying to figure out if I got somebody for you.
I'm like, girl, what's Ronnie got a brother? I said I wasn't looking at that.
Wish. He's a baby.
Jesus.
Okay.
But you know, I'm not gonna lie, I was looking, girl. I was sliding DMs. I would be liking all the pictures on the what? Crazy. I said, I stopped all that. I'm not double tapping your pictures. I'm not what? I'd be like, hey, what's up? Like, very like, I want a husband. Are you the one? Like,
oh my gosh, I can't stand you.
So, but now I'm focused on me. I'm the busiest I've ever been. I'm abstinent right now. I'm really trying to be obedient, and I feel like God is rewarding me for my obedience, you know, and I'm just going to sit still. And when I feel like, you know, God feels like it's the right time, I feel like I will meet my husband.
Tell me the best marketing strategy you feel like you've done to date, that you just loved how it played out, like that you feel like you were like, damn, it played out exactly the way I wanted it to.
You know what? I will say it's one of the most recent ones, actually, with the baby. That was great marketing. And thankfully the book was ready and I released the baby girl, Manifest the Life You Want, because everybody was in an uproar about how I manifested this rapper from stalking him for 2 years. And now I'm the leading lady in his video. No, we're not dating. No, we're not, you know, but we had the idea of, I was like, we need to post a picture right 2 days before you drop the video, and your face doesn't even need to be in it. You know, we had a whole marketing plan and it was cool. And, you know, it turned out to be just executed so well. And everyone's like, you dating the baby? I'm like, no, we business partners. He done made me so much money. Thank you, the baby. Thank you. You know, but we dropped the book 2 days after that, and it was great. It went hand in hand with literally what I'm trying to promote in my book. Whatever you say, whatever you speak, whatever you're going to be. I had no doubt in my mind that I was going to work with him one day. From stalking him to him not knowing who the heck B. Simone was.
To bring people up to speed. Okay, so listen, she had this obsession and love for the baby. Okay, let me just show you how this marketing strategy played out and why it was so freaking extraordinary. And when I saw it, I was like, I was so freaking happy.
Girl,
I'm buying whatever she's selling. Like, so she has this obsession, and we're gonna put it in story form, like 3 little pics, okay? So she has this obsession with the baby, dark-skinned, gorgeous rapper. She's in love with him. And then over the course of 2 years, she continues to talk and
like he's my boyfriend. Like, I miss you, babe. What's up?
And explain that she's gonna, you know, work with him and act like she even did she just even dressed up in a wedding dress.
For Halloween, he was my husband. I was a bride and he was my husband. I had a cardboard cutout of this man for Halloween.
And so then what happened was, all of a sudden, there was this release in which she went ahead, and remember, if she's talking about this for 2 years and everyone thinks she's making it up or she's being funny, 2 years later, it comes out that she is, quote unquote, in what we thought, that she was essentially dating or finally got her shot with or the baby got his shot with
His
her.
shot with me.
To be
Okay.
technical.
I'm like, thank you, Dana.
Okay. And then she was in his music video, but then she simultaneously dropped a book that 100% was the foundation of manifestation, which then prompted the entire cycle in which she started. And it was just so beautifully executed. I was so freaking impressed. And I think the best marketing strategies stem from you just being creative, not about how much money you actually have.
And being yourself, and being, at the end of the day, I'm a comedian. Yes, the baby is attractive. Yet my goal was not to make him my husband. Let's just start there. Of course, I had a little crush on him, whatever. But even with posting him, it was interactive with my fans. It was entertaining. I'm an entertainer. I'm also a comedian, so I can get away with a lot. So many people, stop posting. My homeboys, my friends will call me, stop posting that boy, you look crazy. Okay, thank you for your opinion. Bye-bye. Why did you go? Thank you. I appreciate your concern. Bye-bye. What? I know what I'm doing. And I would say 2 years ago, it wasn't this huge marketing plan. No. But
it just falls into it.
It falls into it. And anything I do as a brand, as B. Simone the comedian, whatever, it has a purpose. Everything I post, everything I put out, it has a purpose, you guys. I'm to the point where I can't just post content. I can't just.
But I think what happens is, as of right now, and this is for anyone who wants to go into business, I'm going to be honest, you're in the communication business, and then you have a product or service that's going to sell. And so you have to remember, we've made our money by being great communicators and allowing people to get so indulged into believing in us as people and believing in us with our vision. And I think this is a great way to close it off, but it's just I don't think people understand how much power there is in you just asking for support and letting people know what is it that you're trying to do or trying to accomplish. The second you said, hey, I'm looking to make $1 million, guys, help me make it happen. The type of support, it's people are constantly saying, hey, no, we need investors. It's not fair that Black people don't got investors. But no. All we need is to spend money with each other. And the second that happens,
show people you're trying. I didn't make a GoFundMe. I didn't say, hey, donate $10. I worked for every dollar. Yes, of course, some people send me $1 here for Cash App. Yes, I love you. I appreciate that. But I helped small businesses. I had a day where I did small business swipe ups. I made the sanitizer. During the pandemic, y'all couldn't even buy hand sanitizer. I helped you while profiting. I made my book. I did hair, for crying out loud. I haven't done hair for 3 years. I did hair, beauty and advice with B. Simone. I didn't just say donate $100, and show people you're trying to reach your goals, and they'll be more adamant about helping you because you're not lazy. You're working and trying to move towards that.
And everyone loves a good story, guys. And so make sure the first way to make money with an entrepreneurship is tell people your journey. Okay, listen, Dana Chanel doesn't get played. Now you're just going to make her become your competition.
Right.
And not only am I going to become your competition, but now I'm going to go ahead and create your biggest competitions. And I said, instead of being the store in the mall, I'm going to become the mall that all the stores want to be in.
For sure.
And that was a changing point in my career. And I would love to know, where was yours, where you said, hold on, it is so much more valuable for me to just build my brand and sell my products than sit here, allow these brands to overuse my face in their Facebook ads, selling their content, and there's no meaning behind it for me. When did you say, I'm chilling off that and I'm chilling supporting other people's product? Let me just build my empire, and anything that people want from me, I'm just going to go ahead and create it myself.
Create it myself. Even from all the brands and endorsements and stuff. I was a model for a lip gloss line. She was an independent girl here in Atlanta though, and I still support her. I still love her to death, but she would not stop talking about my lip. Your lips, the shape of your lips. This is the best photo shoot we've ever done. I'm like, I'm a licensed cosmetologist, and I always wanted to do cosmetics in some way.
Okay.
But after I saw those pictures, she said, I never got so many sales because of your lips,
Wow.
I'm like, I'm about to start a lip gloss line.
Hold on, what can my lips do for me?
What can my lips do for me? What if I'm doing this for another brand? If I wear makeup anyway. I have to do my hair and my makeup and wear lip gloss anyway. Every time I pull lip gloss out of my bag,
they be
it's
asking
another company. They're asking, what do I had a signature red lip, which I still wear. It's now my color Bossed Up liner and Baby Girl Matte Red, and I used to blend it. But at first, those were matte colors. I duplicated the colors and put it under my brand because people kept asking, what is on your lips? What is on your lips? What is on your lips? I was like, Be Simone Beauty coming soon. Like, it's my brand, you know? So if there's a demand for something, or you're already promoting something anyway, make it your own.
And don't think you have to do it like, start with, like, girl, I used to start, literally, I lived up in Jersey by New York. And I used to start at the wholesale district. I used to walk my butt all the way down to the Avenues of America, and every Saturday stock up on little knickknacks. Like,
Yep.
Like, you can start with other people's products. You can start with just white label products. Don't ever be afraid. But my last thing for you, and based off of what we just said, of like, I think a lot of people are just afraid to, like, they want to pretend that they got it. They want to pretend that they don't need help, and they want to pretend that you should support them just because they're cool. If there is something that you could ask, like, what someone wants to know, how can they support you? How can they help you fulfill your vision? And we're willing to do whatever it is. What do you need from us? Because I'm just going to let you know, I truly do believe in you. And I don't say that a lot. You know, I don't be nowhere. I don't be at no events. No nothing. I truly do believe in you. And if there is anything that I can do to help you, to assist you, to make you even more extraordinary than you already are, I will do it at a click of a button. And so, like, right now, we have almost 4,000 people on here.
Yeah.
What can we do today to help you fulfill your vision?
I mean, Zaina, I just need a phone call with you. I need your wisdom. I need to figure out how we can work together with some marketing stuff on our own. We got to talk outside of this live. But as far as the 4,000 people in here, I feel like they're doing that. I feel like spreading the word, sharing all of my journey with people. People's like, I sent this video to so many people. My vulnerability, my truth will speak for itself. Show it to your people. Show them my journey. Sorry, you guys. I had to charge my phone, so my charger's over here. Show them my journey. I don't need donations. I wouldn't have asked for donations 10 years ago when I was starting out. I figured money has never been the driving force, because money is going to come. Money is going to come. Focus on what's ahead of you. I feel like spreading the word of what I am doing. Share my journey with people. That's it. I really want people to see my journey from the beginning. It's cool when people say, oh, I just saw your YouTube video. I'm like, go back and watch 5 years ago and catch up. Because I've been putting out content for so long. I wish more people would see the beginning up until now. Because they feel like it's so easy, or they feel like it just happened overnight, or they feel like I cry on YouTube. I cry on Instagram. I cry on these platforms. I show y'all both, the good and the bad. So watch the journey from the beginning. That's what I wish more people would see on this platform. I wish they would go back and watch the beginning. There's 4 million with me now, but it wasn't 4 million 5 years ago. I want the 4 million that see this now to see the beginning.
I agree. There's something about that underdog and the journey. So we're going to end it off like this. You have one question you can ask me, and I will answer with complete honesty. 100%.
First of all, I'm like, do I ask a personal question, a business question? How do I cheat on my taxes? No.
We can't have that on here.
One question. Okay. When did you know you were walking in your purpose, and how do you find your purpose? How people that are lost, and I this is kind of even for me, I feel like I know my purpose, but people ask, how did you find your purpose? How do you feel like you found your purpose, like you knew what you were on earth to do? Because even there's a lot of people I know that don't know why they're here. There's a lot of people I know that don't know, how did you know this is my purpose? This is what God called me to do. Like, this is why I was born. This is why I'm here. And how do you find that? Your purpose. Because there's a difference between career and purpose. There's millionaires out there. There's billionaires out there. You're not even doing what God called you to do. You're just rich. You're rich. You're unhappy. You're not walking in your purpose. There's a difference between a career and purpose. How do you find your purpose? And how do you know? And, okay, double question.
Oh, my gosh.
No,
I said one question.
No. Come on, Dana. God is using me now. Come on. Don't let Jesus down. Look, how do you find your purpose? And can you have more than one purpose in life? A sole purpose.
Yeah, I feel like as you continue to evolve in life, like, for example, you and I, there's parts of our lives or even womanhood that we haven't experienced that I'm pretty sure, like, legit, when you have a baby, you're going to come out with something for that.
Okay.
Yeah, so your purpose is constantly evolving.
Gotcha.
But I think the number one purpose is, does God work through you?
Gotcha.
And in all areas of your life, and I like to use this example, when you walk into a room and then you decide to leave the room, in what condition is the room in now that you've left? And I think it's a hard thing because, do we go in there in the room and do we entertain? And I would even say, even for you, because you remind me so much of my father.
Really?
No, for real. And he's the most extraordinary man in my life.
Wow.
You just remind me so much of him, a young version of him. And I've watched him a lot walk into rooms, and he's so extraordinary. But he leaves, and sometimes the room is so threatened and intimidated. And I'm like, it's like his personality is too big. And sometimes it can suffocate other people. And so you, as a great leader, you have to be able to not dim your light, but make sure that the light that is left is encouraging and doesn't feel as if it's demeaning
or to dim others.
Or to dim others. And once again, half the time it's not because of you. It's because of other people's lack of confidence.
And as a leader, you have to cater to that, though.
Exactly. And it's your job to know and have that thing called empathy. Empathy is feelings on someone's behalf that you've never experienced. And that's, a lot of us don't have that. And so for me, your purpose when it brings joy to everybody else's life around you outside of your own. And so for me, it's like you especially have to continue to stay prayed up. You have to continue to ask the Lord to give you discernment. I'm glad that you're going through this stage of abstinence, because I'm going to be honest with you that there's a certain level of obedience, Simone, that you have not yet experienced because your mind and your judgment has been clouded.
Amen.
And so now that you're in this state of your prompted revelation, a lot of people don't understand that they could do this. They don't understand that they can prompt revelation in their life. And you're doing that at this very moment, that while you're at the peak of your career and while you're growing and while you're making, you have such a small window for God to say, you know what? She listened. And I'm not talking about Shopify. I'm not talking about every single time, but she listened to my voice. And you're going to be able to start hearing things that you've never thought was possible. People are going to wonder why you are where you are, and they're not going to know, because it's only because of your obedience. And I'm so proud of you, and you know your purpose. You're walking in it. But just make sure that